I didn't know it was at 5'10", so I think mentally that helped. I thought it was 5'9", so I was excited because that was a big PR. But once I got off the pit, I ran to my coach and she like hugged me and we were just excited. And then she goes, "That was 5'10", and I was like, "What?" And so her telling me that was really special because she's worked with me so much throughout the process. So like her telling me that was such a cool moment. And it was the first time I've cried at a meet ever. I mean, first happy tears I've ever had at a meet. So that was really cool.
When I first saw her, I told Coach Boss she could go 5'7", and he said, "You think so?" And I said, "Yeah." And then I saw her after a little bit, after she pushed 5'7", I said, "She could go 5'10". And he said, "You think so?" And I said, "No, I know so, and I know she can go higher, but for right now it's going to be 5'10". And so when I saw it, I wasn't surprised that she did it, but now I say, you can go 6 feet, and I believe it. When you see her, her 5'10" jump, you're like, oh, she got more in her. So what I try to do is not overwhelm her with a lot of information because she already knows it. And so remind her maybe 1, possibly 2 things, but I've seen so many really good athletes, coaches, like way over talk. Your mind can't think of 5 things when you're back there. And so we try to pick out 1 or 2, and then we've even fixed it so that we know what that word is, because what I say, she may have a different word for, and so I have to ask her, what is that word? And so rather than really push into the ground, it's like 2 quick steps. Okay, so it's the same thing, we're getting the same thing, but we want to be with the same vocabulary because that helps.
Taken me a long time to understand the physics of it, but learning that part is what has changed my jumping and made it way more fun and less painful and hard on my body. Mindset has definitely been a big change. The Lord helping me with my mental preparation, I think, before meets, and not stressing so much about it, but just going out and having fun and knowing that I'm doing it for the Lord and that He's given me the ability to do it has been really helping with anxiety in competition. And then coaching has been a huge change. Kelly helping me with technique and again, like the physics of it has really helped me figure out how to do it right and do it where I'm like utilizing as much of the physics as I can. And then Coach Boss is amazing and he's helped so much with preseason where we're starting out slowly so we're not getting injured, and then working in weights and working in higher intensity exercises has really helped when we get to competition season, our bodies being ready to compete at that level instead of competing and then getting injured right away. So
her approach is different than anything I've ever allowed, but it's worked for her. I've never let anyone roll into an approach. As we've worked through it, I noticed that she had that feeling of, when do I go? When should I go? And then it was like, I felt like she was standing on the edge of a cliff ready to take the dive. And she kind of felt that way too. And so we kind of, between us, we've figured out this approach where she rolls into it. And I don't know, in her mind, she maybe could say, let's go or something, but it lets go of that intimidating, when should I push out? And so she rolls into it, and then it just becomes like butter. And so her jump has become so much smoother through that. It's not like all of a sudden she's ready to go and then, the starting gun goes off and off she goes. So it works for her, and it's pretty, and then she can get her rhythm that way, where we're going to quicken her steps up rather than thinking too much through, when do I go?
I think going through like our normal practices helps, not feeling like anything is changing or different for nationals, but just doing our regular, jumping once a week, staying in the same routine so nothing big is changing, still lifting, still doing the same practices. And then mental preparation, I feel like just treating nationals as any other meet and not making it bigger in my head like it's higher level or anything, but just thinking like it's the same thing as being here, just going through the same exact process, the same warm-up, same mental prep of just like visualizing beforehand. That has always really helped me, and then just going and executing and doing what we do.